Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on the Canvas Attendance tool. This is brought to you by the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning at Holy Names University. For this video, we will learn how to enable the Canvas Attendance tool, take attendance and be familiar with different marking options, and generate an attendance report. Let's jump into it. Taking a look at my Canvas course shell, here I have a demo example. Over on the left course navigation, I can see that I have the attendance tab over towards the top. If you do not see this attendance tab anywhere in your navigation, go ahead and scroll down to the bottoms where you see settings, jump to the navigation tab, and then make sure that you have the attendance tab enabled. In this case, I already had it enabled, so to show you how to enable it, I'm going to disable it. It'll be here at the bottom. Click on the menu, Enable. Once it's in this top area, feel free to drag and drop it wherever you'd like. Most importantly, once you've already dragged and dropped it where you'd like, go ahead and hit Save. My course navigation over on the left now has the Attendance tab. Please remember that if you're teaching more than one class, you must enable this for all of your other classes. In this class at the moment, I only have 2 students, but that'll do for this example. Here I have Tomasa and Iching. If I quickly want to mark them all as present, click this button that says Mark All Present. If I've made a mistake and I want to go back, select Unmark All. If you prefer to go student by student, if I hover over this button right here and I click once, this also marks a student as present. Click it again is absent. Click it again is late. And if you click it again, we'll go back to the beginning. Notice that if I click on the More option over on the right, I get some more information. At the moment, Tomasa has been present, late, and absent a total of 0 times. I can also mark the student as present, absent, late, or unmarked from this view. I can also add badges. Roll call badges are a versatile way to make a quick notation. For example, you can quickly mark when a student is being disruptive or actively participating in the class so that you have a record of that student's activities. Please note that roll call attendance badges are not visible to students and will not be shown in the attendance report, which we'll review later. But let's make a badge of our own. I'd like to make one for disruptive behavior. Click on Add a Badge, and here we'll have 3 different areas that we can edit. The one on the top is for a title. Here I'll type disruptive. Beneath that, I can select any icon that I'd like from the list. Let's click on the megaphone, and then I can also choose a color. Don't forget, Save Badge. I now have this disruptive badge to choose from. If I ever want to edit badges that I've created, click on Manage Badges. From this view, I can quickly delete or click on the disruptive badge in order to edit it. In order to edit it again, just hit Save. Let's go on. For Monday, February 7th, I'll go ahead and mark Tomasa as present and mark Iching as being late. But what if I forgot to take attendance at a previous date? Over here in the top right, select the calendar icon, and I can jump back to any date that I wish. Let's go to Friday, February 4th. On this day, I will mark all my students as present, and on Thursday, February 3rd, I'll mark Tomasa as absent and Iching as present. Before we jump into the attendance report, let's take a look at the roll call settings. In the top right corner, selecting the gear icon, you'll get 2 options. The first is a checkbox that says Do not count attendance toward final grade. If I check this box, this means that even though I take attendance and I mark students as late, present, or absent, their final grade will not be affected by any of my markings. And here at the bottom, I can decide how much a late marking counts towards the grade. Since I do want to count attendance towards the final grade, let me go ahead and uncheck this box. If I jump into my assignments portion of the course shell, notice that roll call attendance shows up under my participation assignment group. Now, I have edited this, so over on the right, I've set participation to be 15% of the total final grade. For example, if there are 10 class meetings and the student is there all 10 times without being late, they will receive the full 15% of the total grade. However, if they're late 10 times out of the 10 times, then they'll only receive 80% of that 15% total grade. Make sense? The last thing I'd like to mention is the grade posting policy. By default, students are able to see their roll call attendance within the speed grader. If I click on these three little dots, however, in the roll call attendance column, I'll get some options for visibility. At the very bottom, we have the grade posting policy, and here we see two options: post grades automatically or post grades manually. The choice you will see here, unless you've changed it before, is that assignment grades will be visible to students as soon as they are entered. Grades that have already been hidden will remain hidden, or we can select manually. Grades will be hidden by default. Any grades that have already posted will remain visible. Choose when to post grades for this assignment in the gradebook. So select which one is best for you. Let's click Save. I've gone back and adjusted Tomasa's and I Ching's attendance just a bit, so the numbers have changed. However, now that I have the manual posting grading policy, if I hover over the column and click on the three dots, I have the option to hide grades. Clicking on Hide Grades gives me this right panel. Here, I'll go ahead and click on Hide. Let it load for a bit, and then we'll see the little crossed out eye. Grades for roll call attendance are now hidden from Tomasa and I Ching. When I'm ready to post grades, click on the three dots again and select Post Grades. We'll have two options for everyone or graded. Click the one that's best for you and click on Post. All of my students can now see their grades for roll call attendance. Last but not least, let's jump into the attendance report. In my course navigation, I'm going to go back to my attendance tab. In the upper right corner, just like we selected the roll call settings before, underneath is the attendance report. Note that you do not have to insert a start date, end date, or the student ID. However, please do type your Holy Names University email, which is where the report will be sent to. Let's run the report for this class. You'll get a message in the top that says thank you. Your report should arrive early in your inbox shortly. If for any reason you do not receive the email, please run the report again. And here's the message. It is a bit long, but go ahead and click on it and it'll direct you to download a CSV file. Depending on your computer settings, the CSV file might show up in a few different places. I'm on a Mac and the default location is the Downloads folder. If I double click on the file, notice that it opens Numbers. If I do not want it to open in Numbers, however, I'm going to right click on the file, Open With, and select Excel. At this point, feel free to format the worksheet however you'd like. Let me do some basics. All I've done is I've auto-sized the columns and added a filter sort to each of the column headers. But here I can see the course ID, the course code, the course name, the section, section code, teacher, teacher name, student ID, the student name, the class date, the attendance, and the timestamp. For now, this isn't too much data, but at the end of the semester, when you run this report, you'll see a lot more. And as a last helpful tip here, if you'd like to filter this report by student, over here in the student name column, click on the drop-down list and you'll get the student name window. Unselect the Select All and select one student. Our worksheet will then only display one student name. When you're happy with the results, great! Congratulations. If not, feel free to email Cedal at cedal@hnu.edu. We're always happy to help. Thank you.